giant colony.
I am heading down to Linden, Alabama, down to Marengo County. We've got some honeybee colonies in a wall, and potentially, I was told, maybe 3 colonies of bees in there. So that's going to be an interesting one. I've never had 3 hives, 3 colonies of bees in one wall before. I've had 2 before, I've seen that, but never 3. So this is going to be a challenge. I actually had to make new vacuum rigs just to be able to bring this many bees back at one time.
Here's a look at the house, been partially torn down. There was some trees back here, but Dad helped me cut those out of the way. Got a helper today, which is nice. But there's an entrance right there. You see the discoloration on the wood. There's another entrance there, and that could be a separate hive. I'm not sure. They're really close together. But if you look, you see the discoloration on both of these right there, and your studs run vertical, so there's a chance that might be 2 different ones. And I know this is a different one over here. See the entrance. Look at the propolis here where they're trying to seal up any little gap. This one, try to get out of the way so they can fly back in, but they're bringing in a good bit of pollen. And then this one over here is the most active. See, they got a little entrance right there. See the propolis, the bee glue around here? And this is this other entrance over here by the window. So all these look healthy. That one doesn't have as much traffic, but it's still got a good many bees coming in and out. Started to open up this wall here, and thought it wasn't a very large colony. It's a good, nice, mature sized colony of bees. Look inside here. See a bee in the middle with pollen on its back legs. Trying to put that pollen where it needs to go. Most likely these bees go all the way down this wall. But this is one separate colony here, and then there's either 1 or 2 over there. Bit of pollen. That's pollen right there. That's worker brood, and then that is drone brood. So that's the male bees. What looks like scabs or cappings there. That is inside those cells is the worker bees. And then this over here is a little bit of honey. Eddie, how old are you?
We're 74, July.
Almost 74. I'm trying to sting you where you're breathing out. Some mean bees. That's just one colony. 2 more right there. Good nest of bees.
Got it.
Yeah, that's good. Got a vacuum rig right here. We can use to suck the bees into this box without harming the bees. It sucks them in there gently. And then you go all the way up this comb and get all these bees. I'm gonna suck them up into my vacuum rig. You got a few bees trying to give you a kiss, Dad.
Yeah, I know.
How many times you been stung?
About 3.
We got stung on the chin, didn't you?
Yeah, that's my fault. I wasn't paying any attention. And the other times when I pulled my gloves off
Oh yeah.
to eat.
Yeah, your chin, the veil right here hit your chin.
Yeah.
You got to be careful because it'll get you. All you got to do is touch. Just touch it, and it's like they know they're ready. I know it's hard to tell, but the queen is in there. Trying to get her to where you can see her. She's in the middle there. You see her right there in those middle little slats. So there she is. Got the queen. She's right in the middle. All right, so just finished up the one hive, got the queen. Now, got either 1 or 2 colonies. I am taking a guess that it's 1 colony using 2 joists and 2 entrance holes, but man, if that's 2 colonies right there side by side, and then another one on the other side of the window, it would be crazy. But we'll see. I'm about to pull these boards off. It's a big hive, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
The bottom here, you can tell there was a hive a long time ago, that nasty cruddy comb where hive died out and all the rotten stuff fell into the bottom, and they built a new comb up here. Look at a giant comb. Just want to take a second and show you the pollen in here, and this is so cool. This is in a comb pulled out of this hive, and you see capped honey right there. But that is pollen from between 2 and 6 miles away from here, and they'll pack it to these cells, and they'll use this to feed the baby bees later. But all sorts of different colors of pollen. Got yellow, brown, orange, green, almost some that's black. But they'll pack these cells tight with this pollen and use it later. It's really cool to see the different shades of pollen. So far we got this cavity cleared out. We've still got that one to go. We got the queen. If you can see her inside there. There she is, right in the middle. We got the queen out of this cavity. She was in that little piece of comb that's left, and I smoked her out and grabbed her. So now we still got all these bees to go. So my question is, could this be a second colony, or is it one large colony? Because there's plenty of brood on both of these. There's a lot of brood here and a lot of brood here. But I got the queen, at least one queen. If I find another queen over there, I guess that'd answer the question, but the bad thing is I'm gonna vacuum all these bees into my same box. One way to find out. So everything's removed, and we got a lot of robber bees coming in to get any leftover honey. Obviously there's a lot of bees still in the air. But, so this guy's gonna bulldoze this house, and it doesn't really have to be cleaned up, so not too worried about it. But funny story, you know how we talked about, oh, there's 2 hives side by side, opened them up, thought, nah, they're touching each other, surely it's the same colony. Well, pulled 2 queens out. So, queen came out of that space, and a queen came out of that space. And I got a queen out of that space too, which I knew they were separated. So, the question is, what do I do now? Because there's 2 hives sucked into this box. And by the way, see how I sealed this bucket up? I used screen. I cut a hole in this thing and put a 5-gallon bucket with the hole cut out of it and screen through the bottom, so I can transport these bees and they can get airflow, so they won't overheat on the way back home. But yeah, 3 colonies of bees right there. Well, that's it. I've got 3 colonies of bees in one wall. First time I've ever done that. I've removed 2 in one wall before, but not 3 side by side, and that's quite interesting. And so I've got 3 queens, caught all 3 of those, got them in their little cages. Now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with what I thought was one big colony, ended up being 2 colonies literally side by side. I've got 2 queens and a vacuum box full of bees. So got to figure out how I'm going to handle that, whether I'm going to just let the 2 queens fight it out and have one big colony there, or if I'm going to somehow split them. We'll just have to see, probably play it by ear. But now I'm going to get the bees home, let them do their thing and grow and develop.